Okay, now we are going to continue with part 2 of multimedia element text. Okay, let us talk about font. Now, so what is basically font? Font is a design for a set of characters. It's actually a collection of characters of a single size and style belonging to a particular typeface family. Yeah. And there is some basic consistency of look that makes the individual characters, regardless of size and style variation, part of the same family. And that is why I think by now everyone is very familiar what font is, because we are so used of using Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, and basically font is a type of characters for our text. We can have all kind of text and different styles of text, of writing a text. So these styles is basically the font that we have, okay, the font that we actually use, so that it gives variations. It gives more colors to the text that we are writing about. Okay, so these are some of the examples or samples of fonts, as you can see here. Yeah, so we have the so-called Walt Disney font. Some looks very kiddish. They are meant for kids or small kids, children. Some they look very archaic, very classic. Like this one, Black Family, very archaic, very old. Some looks very angelic. Okay. Now, let us talk about types of text. Number one, we have unformatted text, or what we call plain text. Okay, it comprises strings of fixed size characters from a limited character set. So if, let's say, I ask you to write just a normal essay, or write an essay of about 50 words or 100 words, probably we're going to look at unformatted text, just a plain text. You choose one font, one size, and you type it out. But when we talk about formatted text or rich text, it comprises strings of characters of different styles, size, and shape, together with tables, graphics, and image inserted at appropriate point. I think we can see this clearly on a website. Okay, so you have bigger fonts used for header, maybe slightly smaller than the bigger than the header is the subheader, and then you have the plain text, and then you have the graphical text, so on and so forth. You have these variations, and they are all called as rich text. And of course, we also have hypertext. It enables the integrated set of documents, each comprising formatted text to be created, which have defined linkages between them. So if you're not really clear about what hypertext is, so this is a sample that I can show to you. So let's just say that this is the first interface of a website, and you can see that for each underlined subheading here, or text here, when you click, for example, if I were to click admissions, it will direct me to another page that talks about admissions. So the one that is underlined and it's linked to another page, this is called as hypertext. So hypertext basically refer to hyperlinks, in which it links you to another piece of information. Okay. And then when we talk about font size, basically, I think by now everyone should know. Okay, the size of a font variations, we have as small as if you were to use Microsoft Word, we have small size of font, bigger size of font. Okay, I don't think I need to explain in details on this. Yeah. And users may have difficulty reading small text. So these are some of the tips that I can share with you. Seeing small objects or targeting small icons and controls with the mouse. That is why it's very important before you begin designing a website, you need to have needs of analysis, whereby you must know the target audience. If your audience is going to be a group of elderly, so elder people, so maybe you need to have bigger fonts. Okay, or if, let's say, your target audience is a group of kids, then the kind of font styles that you're choosing for your content of your website. Okay, small fonts can cause eye strain and make reading difficult or impossible for many users, and screen elements with fixed sizes may be too small, or high resolution displays or exceed the screen size on small handheld devices. So imagine that if your website is going to appear on your phone, for example, if it is a small size, a small font, then people have to, make it the page a bit bigger in order for them to read. Then it won't fit the whole, interface of that so-called phone. So it will be a bit tedious for the user, for the phone user, yeah. Now, font style refers to whether text is bold, italicized, or underlined, or any combination of these three. The term font style refers to the particular style of textual character. Styles are usually standard. We have bold, we have underlined, or we italicized. So basically, the verb for italic is italicized. All right. Okay, so we use bold fonts to emphasize, to highlight important points like this one. Okay, and whole paragraphs of text set in bold type are hard to read. So basically, if you like to point out certain important words, or import to emphasize on the keywords, then we use bold. All right. And underlines are appropriate for section headings and some bibliographical notations. Some people, when it comes to heading or the header, they would like to underline, the topic, for example. But I guess when it comes to when it comes to web design, words that are underlined are normally words that has hyperlink. All right. Okay. And we use italics to emphasize small amounts of text within a block of text. Avoid long passages in italics. It is harder to read than normal Roman faces when they are not a common part of your language. Italicize foreign words and phrases. I think bullet number 4 is the easiest way for us to understand why we italicize certain words. Sometimes the words are not actually from our own language, therefore we italicize them to acknowledge it. Yeah. So we have font categories here. We have serif, sans serif, and decorative. Yeah, I think you can read on your own why and how they are different. All right, they are very straightforward and self-explanatory.